Hey class 12, so let's start, my dear student. Let's start today's class. So this class is very important, and so listen carefully. Why? Because it is the use of this topic is in further chapter like magnetism. Okay, so let's start today's chapter, today's lesson. So we know yesterday from our previous lesson, we know that this is a conductor, then there is a free electron, isn't it? So which moves randomly, isn't it? So these are the direction of free electrons, right? So there is a movement. Why there is a movement, isn't it? The question arises, okay, in our mind, why there is a movement this free electron. So some energy used, isn't it? So that energy is called due to thermal energy, okay? Thermal energy the free electron used to move, okay, or random motion. Clear? So you also know that all electrons are shifting to next level, isn't it? This moment. Now next, because these electrons are vector quantity, isn't it? Charge, isn't it? Or electric field. So why there is zero electric field or zero motion or zero energy? Because they are vector quantity, isn't it? So one goes up, down, so equal and opposite cancel each other. So these are the study topics. So now let's today start drift velocity. Okay, this drift velocity, whenever you apply the electric field, the electron or charges used to drift, isn't it, or drag towards next end, isn't it? So I can draw, this is our conductor. Okay, so whenever you apply the electric field to this conductor, electron used to drift, isn't it? Yes sir. Towards next end, it used to go this end. So that is why the current is there, isn't it? So now let's write drift velocity. Drift velocity, or you can say speed also. Okay, so definition of drift velocity, write down: the average velocity of a group of electron is called drift velocity. So the average velocity, or you can write speed of a group of electrons of an electron is called drift velocity. Right? So average velocity of a group of electron, isn't it? Only one will not go this side, isn't it? They used to move in a group. Like see in your Discovery channel, you know the group of fish, isn't it? Discovery channel तिर देखाउँछ, isn't it? Group of fish सक्छ नि? Yes sir. Ocean तिर के देखाउँछ? Group of fish. They move like this, isn't it? So एउटाको त यस्तो यस्तो हुन्छ velocity, isn't it? But group चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ? सिधा जान्छ, isn't it? Yes sir. Group चाहिँ straight देख्छ, straight path देख्छ. तर individual, if you see, then this type of movement is there, isn't it? Zigzag. Yes sir. तर टोटल हेर्दा माथिबाट हेर्दाखेरि के देख्छ? तिनीहरु स्ट्रेटमा जाँदैछ, स्ट्रेट पाथ जस्तो देख्छ. ओके, so individual or single electron will collide with another atom, so that's why it follow the zigzag path. Clear? But whole, if you see माथिबाट हेर्यो भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ? You'll see straight path, right? So this is the concept. So next we'll derive the drift velocity of an electron. So drift velocity, you understood, average velocity. So drift velocity of an electron. Write down next topic, drift velocity or speed of an electron. Very important, this one you need in next chapter also, okay, in magnetism. So write down, or you may draw first. See, this is our conductor. Clear? Right, there is a movement of electron whenever there you applied the electric field. Clear? So, but initially, before applying this electric field in this conductor, the initial velocity is how much? So write down, initially when E equals to 0, this is not applied initially, okay, then how much would be your initial velocity? So initial velocity is denoted by I. Clear? U is your initial velocity, I is your average. Okay, so many electrons are there in a conductor, isn't it? So you have to summation, isn't it? Summation of I equals to 1 to n, natural number. Clear? And average you have to divide by the number of electrons or number of whatever you added, isn't it? जस्तो एभरेज निकाल्दा के गरेको थियो, ठुलो कलम गर्यो, सो कतिवटा एड गरेको थियो, एभरेज निकाल्दा के गर्छ, सबै एड गरेर कतिवटा नम्बर एड गरेको छ त्यसले डिभाइड गर्छ. सो 1 by n. Hope you understood this one in mathematics. So initial velocity is your 0. Why? Because we know, isn't it, these are vector quantity, so one goes up, another goes up velocity, isn't it? So they cancel each other, so 0. Now next, when E is applied, what happens? They used to experience a force, isn't it? Opposite force, isn't it? So that's why they move towards the other end. So they experience a force, who? The electrons. So force equals to how much? Charge into electric field. You know this one, isn't it? Charge into electric field. How much is your charge? Electron is our charge, so minus E. So direction is opposite. You know this one. So again we know that F equals to how much? Force equals to mass into acceleration. So acceleration equals to how much? Force divided by mass. You understood, isn't it? So we have force as well as acceleration. Clear? So in our class 11 we discussed this one. V equals to U plus Et. Don't forget that what we are doing. We are doing drift velocity or final velocity, isn't it? So we need V. We have U. A also we done. Now let us start. V equals to how much? U plus At. We know, right? We know V equals to U plus At. V how much? Sorry, U how much? 0. A how much? This one is your A, isn't it? F by M. Clear? So into T, isn't it? Time. This is the time. So up to here you understood. So next you have how much? In place of F, what we can write? So V equals to 0, no need to write. In place of F, how much? Minus E E and T is there, divided by M. Clear? So, and this sign indicates the average of V. Okay, so if I take this, because we need average velocity, isn't it? Average velocity. So supply ke lagyo average. So this sign indicates average of that particular things. Okay, so how much you'll get? So सबमा average लगाइदियो यहाँ लगाऊ. It's okay. Why? Because drift velocity is your average velocity. So now comes this one, isn't it? So V, so this is written as Vd. Simply this is written as Vd. Why? Because this is drift velocity. So velocity is your vector quantity, equals to minus of E. Now see this T. I have already discussed that whenever this electrons moves towards other side, there is an atom, isn't it? So this is your atom, this is your atom, this. So whenever an electron moves like this, okay, it is strike and it's follow this path, isn't it? So 2 seconds and this is your 1 second. Okay, so this is the way they move, isn't it? So here also you have to find average speed, isn't it? Average speed, average acceleration we done. So average speed, so what should be this? So we simply denote this as tau. Okay, tau, and tau is what? Average time between, average time between the two collision. Okay, between the two collision, 2 collision. The average velocity is your tau, given by tau, and this is also called relaxation time. Relaxation time. So tau, what is tau? Tau is collision time of collision between two collision, and it is also called relaxation time. So divided by M. So this is your drift velocity, expression for drift velocity. Clear? Hope you understood. So next we'll discuss, these two topics are very important. So next write down expression for conductivity. Okay, expression for conductivity. छोटो छ, सकिहालौँ ल. Expression for conductivity. See why conductor conducts? Because there is free electron, we know, isn't it? Yes or no? Inside a conductor there is free electrons. Clear? So to derive the expression of conductivity, so write down the letting part or suppose part. Okay, or you have to declare, isn't it, what you're going to find, isn't it? So let us consider a section of your wire. Okay, this is your wire, this is our wire. So write down, let us consider a section of a wire with L as length, A as cross section area. Clear? Wire of length L carrying current I. Current is how much? I. Clear? So and cross section area cross section area A is our cross section area. So now next line is very important. Okay, this is you understood, isn't it? Length L, just we are considering or we are letting. So next path, next line is your let n be the number of let n, small n, okay, be the number of free electrons per unit volume. Clear? Per unit volume. Done. So this is our what you call declaration part. Okay, so next write down. Shall I rub? Pause gara, then you'll copy. So what next, by definition, what you will get by definition of current equals to how much? Charge by time, isn't it? You know this one in previous class. So now what you'll get, now this is our definition of current, right? Conductivity means there is current, isn't it? So now write down volume of wire. How much you'll get? Volume of wire. We know that cylinder, isn't it? So area of base into height, isn't it? So E L. Clear? Cylinder. Wire kasto huncha? Cylinder. So number of NUMBR लेख्नु नि, number of free electrons in this volume, how much? N is your per unit volume, isn't it? So this is a unit volume, so N E L. Clear? Now number of charge or charge on, you just write charge per unit volume, how much? In one volume there is number of electron N, so how much would be there? E times, isn't it? So minus N E L E. So these lines are very important. Okay, so number of charge, n number of free electrons is there, so n number of E is there, isn't it? Ne. So next write down. So therefore charge done, isn't it? So therefore I equals to how much? Minus NELE divided by del T. Clear? So now see this one. What is this? Length of a conductor per unit time. What is that? So let us, since L by del T equals to how much? VD, drift velocity, isn't it? Length per unit time is your drift velocity. Yes, so I equals to how much? Minus N E VD E, right? VD E, or you can write I equals to minus N E A V D. So this is your expression for current. Clear? So now if I take this over here, A over here, what I'll get? See, change the side of A, so I by A equals to minus N E V D. So I by A is what? current density, right? Yes or no? Right. I by A how much? Current density equals to minus NE VD how much? VD कति गरेको थियो हामीले? So VD is your minus E tau by what is there? M, isn't it? M. In place of VD we place this one, right? So this becomes, J is our vector quantity, okay? So plus minus plus NE square E tau by M. Clear? So this is your first equation. Clear? This is what? Current density. See this one, tau NE square by M. What is that? That is your conductivity, isn't it? Yes or no? So J, also write down, also from vector form of Ohm's law, what you will get? J equals to how much? Sigma E, isn't it? So compare this to equation, what I'll get? See, this E is there, isn't it? And J is there. And what is this? This is only a conductivity, isn't it? So sigma equals to how much? Conductivity equals to how much? N E square tau by M. So this is your conductivity. So this is your conductivity. And in previous year's question, one student asked me that question said him that find resistivity, isn't it? तर उसले चाहिँ के गरेको थियो, यहाँसम्म चाहिँ जाने अरे, त्यहाँदेखि उता जाने अरे. त मैले के भने ठिक गरेस्, यहाँसम्म गऱ्यो. त के हुन्छ? Resistivity is your reciprocal of conductivity, isn't it? So conductivity equals to how much? M by NE square tau. Tau. It's not a torque, it's a tau, okay? Relaxation time. So hope you understood up to here. So that's it for today. Copy gara majale. Then tomorrow I'll check your copy. Okay, tomorrow. So majale para. So stay safe, stay home.